1 minute to the top of the hour, 10 a.m. You're still live here on 3FM Sunrise, on 3FM 92.7. It's a glorious Tuesday morning, so you know what that means. It's now time for another exciting segment of A Woman Pretty. And this week, I've got yet another beautiful woman pretty in the studio. She's clad in pink. It's giving Barbie.
I know you know that I don't care.
My woman premiere this morning is Yasmin Quagraine, CEO of Styled by Sugar. Yasmin, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. Fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing all right. This your pink, eh? As the young ones say, it is pinking. I never understand what they mean by that. Every description is, you say, how was the chicken? It was chickening. Oh, Charlie, Yasmin, what are we going to do with these young ones?
Let's allow them to be. They'll grow up.
We also had our time when we said, what was your favorite terminology when you were growing up? That one thing that you used to say, or you and your friends used to say, and your parents would be like, speak proper English.
Speak proper English. I remember I used to write shorthand a lot.
Me too.
I used to. So when I'm writing essays and then it's affecting me, so I had to sit up and tell myself, no.
The shorthand was affecting your writing. I can imagine.
Because when you are writing essays in school, you forget yourself, and then once in a while you bring a 4, the number 4 where the word FOR is supposed to be, and all of that. So I had to correct myself immediately.
Say no to shorthand. But also a reminder that Woman Premier is proudly sponsored by Alive Soap, and also Fortune Low Fat Spread is still on point. It's still on point. Well, let's get into the conversation right about now. I remember actually, Yasmin, I used to say, so I remember when I was younger, we would say, if you were, wait, let me try and put this correctly. If you were, let's say you ate a lot of food, and you wanted to tell your friend that today I ate a lot of food, then you said, the way I didn't eat, You remember we said in the reverse, and my parents would be like, what are you saying?
What are you saying?
Did you eat or you didn't eat? Or if you had a good nap, so the way I didn't sleep,
It's true.
They were like, did you sleep or did you not sleep? But anyway, everything in its season. But again, a warm welcome. Thank you for honoring the invitation to be on A Woman Premiere. And you're the CEO of Styled by Sugar. Is that why you're looking so sweet?
Something like that.
Something like that. And you will be there at the baby fair. Get closer to the mic for me, Yasmin, please.
Yes, I will.
And so tell us about your business, what you do, what is it that you sell, and when it is that you actually started.
Okay, so Styled by Sugar is the business name. I sell kids' clothes and accessories. So from babies to, let's say, about 12 years old, I can style your kids. So one thing that makes me different is that I don't just sell the clothes, I sell outfits. So you can contact me, you want something for a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old, and I can give you something from the head to the toes.
Okay, so a full fit.
A full fit. That's what makes me special. I also sell a few back to school essentials when it's time for school. But usually I do clothes for babies till about 12 years old.
So could you call yourself maybe a kiddie stylist?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, I see. A kid stylist.
Yes.
That's very exciting. So for all of the important occasions, the birthdays, the confirmations, whatever it be, maybe we can go to Styled by Sugar and you'll style our kids.
Yes.
How long have you been in this business for?
I started in 2021.
Okay.
Yes, 2021. So, no, 2020.
2020.
Yes,
you were
2020.
a COVID business.
I was a COVID business right after COVID, and then I started.
But what gave you the confidence to venture into this field, especially at a time when business was a little bit tricky?
Okay, so I gave birth. I had a COVID baby.
You had a COVID baby. I hear the COVID babies, they are bigger than the regular babies.
These COVID babies.
Is this true?
They are bigger and they know more than the regular baby.
Wow.
They are so smart. I don't know if it's the medications we were on or there's some special grace that was given to them, but they are really smart.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing COVID babies. They're different breed altogether.
My sister's daughter was calling me Yasmin, and I said, oh, my name will finish. And she said, okay, Auntie Lako. And Lako is my house name. So she said, okay, if the Yasmin is finishing, let's switch to another name.
These COVID
years
babies.
old. She's 4. Like, I don't understand.
Wow. So in 2020, you decided to start the business. Have you done business prior? What is your background?
Oh, yes, I've done business prior. I think all my life I've been selling. I love the art of buying and selling.
I see.
I see a need and then I feel the need. So I started with sweets, toffees. I mean, we were banned from buying all of these things behind the school gates when I was in Richard's school. So I'll stock my bag, break time, during class hours, I'll be selling here and there.
You were one of those. You know,
Yes,
I'm always fascinated by people who actually had that entrepreneurial spirit right from school.
I've always had it. If I'm
So
not
you would
selling,
stock it
I'm
in your
selling,
bag
I'm telling
and
you.
then sell it on to the
And
other
then sell
kids
it
in
on to
school.
someone else in school. Yes.
Did you pick up that sort of business mind from your parents?
Yes, I did.
They also in the business.
Both my parents were entrepreneurs, so I mean, it was easier. I saw what they did. My mom especially, she was into fashion, adult fashion. So I would go to town with her. We come with a few things. We'll come back, price the things, sell to her friends. You know, I saw that growing, and I thought, oh, I like this. I don't mind getting into it. So I did sweets in primary school. I did some bags, purses, and other stuff in secondary school, and then I did some bed sheets in university. So I had this lady who would give me a bill. When she comes back, I think we took the bill like twice a month. So she would come, open the bill for me. I do my selections, and then the bed sheets that I didn't have pillowcases for, I'd bring the fabric to my mom. She'll look for fancy colors of pillowcases for me because the bed sheets were usually plain colors.
Okay.
And then she'll make them sew it for me. We'll match up, and then I'll wash them and get the security man in my hostel to iron them for me when we were at lectures.
Okay.
So when I come back, I'll pay him for the ironing, and then I'll pack them into these clear bags with that can self-seal.
Yes.
And then during the week when we don't have lectures after school, I'll go around hostel to hostel. Bed sheets for sale, bed sheets for sale.
Wow.
My friends knew what I was doing. Apart from bed sheets, my sister was out of the country. She got a few accessories for me here and there. I'll come to Makola Saturday morning, pick a few things here and there, go back to school. You know, it's always been part of me.
I see.
So when I gave birth to my son, he was almost premature. He was a tiny baby. It was an emergency C-section I had.
I see.
So when he came out, his clothes weren't fitting. And the clothes, it's not that they weren't fitting, they were too big.
Too big, right?
Too big. He looked hidden in them.
I can imagine.
And I needed to get clothes to fit him. I found 1 or 2 pages online. I got a few things for him. And then I said, oh, okay, if it's difficult to get preemie clothes for babies, let's see. I've given birth. I'm home. I stopped working for a while, so I came home. I said, I needed to do something. So this is what actually birthed my kiddie business.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
After university, I did some other adult clothes.
I see.
During my national service time.
Were you making them or you were just
No, I was
selling?
just selling
Got
them.
it.
So I'll get them from Makola, come home, iron them. And then I had a pop-up once every month in my father's house.
I see.
My friends will come over. My other friends that were selling other things. So someone will bring makeup, someone will bring shoes, someone
That
will
is
bring...
so genius.
I was always doing something which had to do with buying and selling. So getting into the kiddie business was not difficult for me at all. And I realized that, I loved what I was doing. When I put pieces together and I see the children wearing it, I see my baby wearing it, I'm like, oh, this is cute.
Right.
I can help someone else and also make some money on the side. So that's it. That's how it started.
And if any budding womenpreneurs are listening this morning, sometimes it's the little things. And in fact, I'm actually going to even steal this idea because I've been trying to offload some clothing and some shoes and a garage sale where you can even combine your friends.
Yes,
a pop-up is
such
such a great idea. And you have young girls and uni at the moment, and they're very industrious, if you will. Some of them are making clothing, swimming costumes. Some are good with all
Everybody's
sorts.
selling something right
now. So you can come together, do a garage sale, a pop-up, or something like that, and you help the ecosystem, to thrive. And so you don't have to really start big. I think often people are intimidated by the idea of business because they think it has to be big and fancy and all of that before they can actually make money. But it's not so complex.
You really don't need that much to start, honestly. And you really, when you start, your first customers are your family and friends.
That's right.
It's your first customer. So if you have family and friends, you can start a business.
That's all you need.
As that. Yes.
What about starting capital? It's something I ask each womanpreneur. So graduating from, the buying and selling on campus and all of that, you start Styled by Sugar. Did you need a big capital injection for that? Did you start small? Did you use savings? How did you get it off the ground?
Yes. So I started small. I think the first money I had that I used to purchase the items that I used for reselling, my mom passed away. And my friends came together. You know how your friends support during this time. So I had a chunk of money that I didn't know what to do with at that time. And you know how money can just...
I know, vanish. I know,
So, that was it. That was what I put to use, and I started with that.
Okay.
But, when you start business, you want to scale up.
That's right.
You start getting inquiries and you don't have those things available and you're feeling like, what am I doing? Am I joking? Is this a joke? And all of those things. So along the line, I got help here and there from this same family and friends. Loans that don't have interest.
Have you paid them back?
Oh, some I have.
And some of them,
along the way.
Some of them, they should forget about it.
No, they can't forget about it.
They will be paid back.
When I need help, they're the same ones that can support. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely, everybody that I've taken money from, I'm paying them back. Do you understand? But supportive family is the first thing.
Listen, when it comes to student loans, even we are. Charlie, it's not easy. It's not easy
at all.
But now you have Styled by Sugar. You've been able to scale up. Do you have a physical presence, or do you primarily use online?
So I do online a lot.
Okay.
I had a physical presence in Asylum Down, very close to Happy FM.
Okay.
But I've moved the business to Pantang. I just got so the Asylum Down shop was a bit small.
Okay.
As I was growing, I saw that.
You have outgrown your small premises. Yasmin,
space.
you have arrived. Amazing
not
stuff.
Not yet.
Almost.
No, almost.
Oh, you have not yet arrived.
The plans I have in my mind.
Hey, Styled by Sugar. What plans do you have?
We cannot arrive now.
You say it has to get bigger and bigger
Definitely.
and bigger.
We are growing. So, we start somewhere and then we keep moving up.
What is the most difficult thing about running one's own business?
Difficult. So, capital.
Okay.
I see a lot of things I want to buy. I'm like, my money, if I don't get it. And I'm always thinking, if I get it and I sell it, I get more money. If I get it and I sell it, I get more money. So let's say capital.
Okay.
And then when you are scaling up, you want people to help you, a support system.
That's right.
But we are not getting people that want to learn and stay with you for a while.
Is that a problem that it persists? It's something that I often hear womenpreneurs who have bigger establishments say that they just don't find the kind of, workers or employees who also have a passion and want to see the business thrive. Why is that?
Honestly, I'm trying to understand this. I don't understand myself. In the times of our parents, they had people that would, we would have helps and nannies that would stay with them and they would serve them for a while. And then after you can graduate, if they are helping you set up a business or you are learning a trade, they see you through all of that.
That's right.
But these days, we don't get people that are willing to serve, people that are willing to wait, people that are willing to grow with you.
Is it because of how harsh the economy also is? Or is it just a lack of patience?
It's a lack of patience.
Okay.
Yes, the economy is harsh. We are not doubting that.
Right.
But it's a lack of patience because everything starts somewhere to get somewhere. Do you get it? So if you don't have the patience feeling, you are not patient enough to see yourself start from somewhere to go somewhere, it's difficult. Many times they come and they want to also continue with school.
You're right.
So they start a bit with you train somebody on how you want your pictures taken, because I post a lot online.
Okay.
So how you want your pictures taken, how to deal with customers, the whole training that comes with it.
That's right.
And then within a year, I'm going to school. Then you have to look for somebody else.
And reinvest in that person with the training, the whole thing.
I don't mind the reinvesting and the training, but I'd wish that I would have somebody that would last a little bit longer. Some 3-4 years when you can take plans and also do things and, you know, take decisions that will further the business for both of us, our benefit. A lot of times entrepreneurs don't pay themselves.
That's right. Yes. Everything goes back into the business. In fact, you are the last on the list when it comes to the money.
You are not even on the list at
all.
Oh,
Charlie.
That's how bad it is.
That's right.
You are not even on the list at all. Yes. So, I mean, human capital.
That's the biggest challenge, you would say. Well, Styled by Sugar is going to be there at the Baby Fair. That is just next week. It's a 3-day extravaganza. All you need for your little ones. And if you can see on the stream, we have some display of items. These shoes, hey, these trainers, they don't come in adult sizes.
No, please.
This pink one like this, I have plans for it. I have a dress that it would go with. So you have a wide array of clothing.
Yes.
Judith will be reading the news after this, and I'm sure she has an eye on some of these. She's a mommy in training, so she'll be purchasing one or two before she goes.
I got a customer before I leave here.
Oh yes. Judith is a mommy in training. Judith, there are some items here. When you come, you have a look at it. Styled by Sugar is here, so you have all the different selections for both male and female as well. So when you come to the Baby Fair, you can check out Styled by Sugar. They'll have a booth there, and there's some very, 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 very cute accessories. And Yasmin, as you are here displaying your wares, just know that I'm also giving you a little something to take away with you. A Life soap says Ayuko to all of our very vibrant, energetic, and hardworking womanpreneurs. So A Life soap, thank you so much. Yasmin will go and use one to bath well, so her ideas can flow. The business ideas can flow and flow and flow. So what about the pricing points in terms of the economy and all of that? Have you been able to remain stable, or does that also have an effect on the pricing?
Of course, it will have an effect on the pricing. So before I got into serious business, I didn't understand when maybe like prices will change on the market. They'll tell you dollar no cost ro into yes so no el cost ro. And then I'm thinking, but you bought this a while ago, so why are you changing the price? This is me thinking these people are cheating us. Then I saw Pepe.
You entered fully, and you realized that
no, these people have a right to do that.
Right.
Because even though you bought it at an old price, when you want to restock it, you are going to purchase it at a new price.
That's right.
So if you don't sell it well, you wouldn't get the money to restock it again.
That's right.
Therefore, it has to go up to small. As the dollar is
going up,
we are also going.
Styled by Sugar.
That's the unfortunate thing.
You give us caca.
No, we cannot give you.
In any case, Yasmin, it's been wonderful having you here this morning. Thank you so much for sharing your story and giving us the tips and tricks. I think some of the tips that you've shared this morning will go a long way for any budding womanpreneur listening to us this morning. And you can come and hang out with Yasmin on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of June, just next week at the Marina Mall, Airport City, Accra.
So many things will be on discount.
Amazing.
Make a purchase, you also get a freebie to take home. So
a hand of applause.
You have a baby.
Hey!
Your sister has a baby.
Hey!
Your father is going to have a baby.
Yasmin, Baba. She says for the mothers in training, those who have the foresight, for Janae, you're all here this morning. Come and check out the wares. This is how you manifest into the future. Even Yasmin, I'm manifesting, so we'll talk off the record. But thank you so much again. This has been a Womanpreneur. Remember, Womanpreneur comes your way each and every Tuesday. We speak to women in business who are doing wonderful things like Yasmin is doing. So Yasmin, we'll see you next week. We can't wait for the discounts and everything you have to offer. Thank you so much.